Hello, hello everyone, and welcome to Big Bobby Car, The Big Race. If you can believe it or not, this video game is based on those plastic cars that children ride around in, with the big goofy steering wheel and the eyeballs on the front. So it is a licensed game in that sense, just a very unusual one. And the reason I purchased it is because it just seems kind of fun and wholesome, you know? Like the art style is pleasant and soft, and the music is bubbly. And I haven't really experienced any of it. This boy is so excited, apparently. I cannot imagine what it is like to live with such unfettered joy that one is constantly screaming, yeah, woohoo, and yippee as they drive down the road, but I'm happy for our protagonist. I'm happy that he's so excited. Maybe someday I will know that joy as well. Oh, I can't do anything except press A. I was gonna drive away and try and bump into the guy, but...
Hey, are you okay? That was pretty dangerous, but it looks like there's no damage.
I'm not gonna lie, it's actually seriously surprising that there is voice acting. I assume full voice acting in this game.
I suppose you're here to take part in our big festival. Welcome to our little town. I'm Bill.
Bill, if there's one thing I love, it's small town festivals.
While you're here, why don't you take a stroll around the town?
You better believe I'm gonna take a stroll around the town and find all the collectibles and interact with all the fun characters. I'm really curious why we have steering wheels on our head, though. I know that's like an iconic feature of our design, but in this situation where we're autonomous, it seems a little strange. All right, the handling is... The handling is definitely a bit exaggerated because, you know, obviously the game's for children, so they want the handling to be easier to use. But that also means that that doing any of the races should be pretty simple. There's a jump button, which I assume means that we'll get some 3D platforming done, just like that. I assume that quite a few of the... Ooh, what's this? Yeah, like that. I assume that quite a few of the collectibles will be resultant of that 3D platforming we just did. But yeah, I wanted to play this game because it looked simple and wholesome and fun. And I like simple and wholesome and fun things. I'm not sure it's as wholesome to be destroying produce like this. Like, maybe this isn't particularly wholesome. Or the hay bales, because someone worked really hard to stack these things. And I have to imagine it's extra hard if you're a car to stack these things. What's this? Well, I didn't get my answer as to what that was, but I assume I was supposed to hit it because it exploded into confetti. But yeah, this is clearly one of those games that was just made... Oh. It was made for a very young demographic that enjoys driving around and bumping into stuff and talking to cute characters. And I do think that, like, I'm not sure yet if it's full voice acting, right? But I do think that the addition of voice acting greatly benefits especially children's games to make the world feel more alive and immersive. And you know, the style of voice acting is that bright, colorful voice acting you normally get from Saturday morning cartoons and such. Is this good? Is it good that we're knocking these trash cans and sending cans flying everywhere? I was under the impression that we were like a good fellow, you know? But maybe this is a Lightning McQueen situation where we need to learn to enjoy the simplicity of small town life and engage in their local festivities to become a better person, or a better car, I should say. And I'm all for that. I love Cars, not the concept, the film. I love the Cars film. And I do genuinely love small town festivals. I grew up in a small town that had a yearly festival. I also do appreciate that the game is not forcing us to our objective. Even a lot of games made for adults will force you to head straight to an objective. And sure, there's a big arrow on the screen, whatever. But I don't have to follow it. And I greatly appreciate that. Because I don't know what these things are that I'm picking up. But I bet when I find out, I'm going to be glad I did. Ooh, is this like straight up a ramp to get onto that ledge and then drive around? That's actually really cool. Hold on. Like, I'm not going to say my expectations were super low for this game or anything, but I didn't know what to, you know, I didn't know what to consider reasonable in terms of level design. But this is like actual pathfinding. You have to look around the environment. I feel like maybe I'm either jumping too late or that I'm not supposed to be jumping at all, but we'll see. But yeah, this is genuine pathfinding. You have to look around the environment, see that there's a ramp. I did it again. I keep jumping the same way each time. I'm down to keep doing this until I succeed, though. Like, see, the value in a game, I think, can come from many things. And one of them is just sort of taking in everything. And I'm really vibing with Big Bobby Car, The Big Adventure, or The Big Race, or whichever it's called right now. When I pop those confetti balloons, it doesn't seem like any counter increases. So I don't know if they're a main collectible or what those are. But they're very attractive. And they make a fun noise, and they shoot confetti everywhere.
Wow!
I have to assume that these are for customizing the car, because when we pick them up, we see a palette, like an artist's palette. Well, that one wasn't that. So who knows? Maybe that was a wheel part. I think it's time we head into the small town proper now. There's certainly a lot of real estate with which to have races around this area. There's no shortage of vastness. Hopefully they do fill that vastness with interesting races. Getting real Disney Infinity vibes right now with the fanfare. Our character is constantly going, whoa! And that's fine. Oh no. Oh God. Oh Jesus. Oh no. Oh my God. Well, I guess I'm gonna try really hard not to do that again. Oh my God. All right, I was told you could show me around town.
Hi, my name is Nikki, and I'm in charge of all the fun in this town.
What does it mean to be... I don't mean to dump on your profession. What does it mean to be in charge of all the fun? Please tell me.
As you're new here, of course, it's up to me to show you where you can have some fun around here.
Where I can have some fun? Like, am I supposed to have fun in these designated areas exclusively?
Because of the festival, there are balloons all over the place. Nobody will notice if I just borrow a few.
Nikki, I'm getting increasingly the sensation that this is not as wholesome as I'd once thought.
But you can't find the two I hid nearby.
Like, sure, it is just a couple of balloons. But I feel like we should really ask first. Like, I'm down to ask. Ooh, another collectible. I'm not particularly opposed to asking permission for stuff. Someone said hey at us. I assume in a friendly way. Also, Nikki, it's not really a challenge to find the balloons if there's a big arrow pointing to them. Like, that's... maybe you know what? That's unfair. Maybe it's just teaching me about the navigational systems. Hi, Nikki.
Good. You're better at this than I expected. But things are just beginning to hot up.
Hot up? I've never heard hot up before.
Lesson 1. Knock over everything that's not screwed to the ground. Fences and letterboxes are popular targets.
Popular targets? What kind of town is this, Nikki? Popular targets? People just go around smashing into fences and mailboxes in this town? I don't really... Oh, the balloons are one of the primary collectibles. All right. Nikki, I don't know about this. Like, at first I thought that we were the bad guy and we needed to learn the value in small town living. But I'm starting to think that something might be wrong with this town, actually. Though, on the bright side, I don't see any arrows pointing us where to go. So it does look like we'll actually have to find what to do for ourselves. I know I harp on design in children's media a lot, but that's because children's media is formative. And it's okay for children to, like, wander around and wonder what to do for a second. It's okay for them to think about objectives.
Wow!
Like, a child's not going to be hurt by thinking, where are mailboxes and fences usually, you know? That's okay. It's okay to ask that of them.
Oh, hey!
Hello. I assume Nikki's done talking to us because you're not Nikki.
Hello, newbie. I'm Sam, and I'm in charge of law and order around here.
I guess we're just running around meeting everyone.
Things are usually fairly quiet around here, but what with the festival coming up, I'm pretty well rushed off my feet.
So, two things, Sam. First of all, you really sound like you're just reading from a script. Secondly, we don't have feet.
How do you fancy being my right-hand man for a while? You can help me catch all these speed merchants. Now,
Speed merchants?
fetching Nikki out of the forest before somebody knocks over a tree.
How did Nikki get in the forest? What's a speed merchant? I have so many questions. Maybe speed merchant is just a well understood phrase, like, that I don't understand. Also, we have a siren, which, like, that's kind of surprising that we were given the privilege of a siren after just arriving into... Ooh, a balloon. Very surreal, this game. Like, I'm still enjoying myself, but it has become increasingly surreal, this experience. I assume we're still in tutorial land and just, like, learning the basics of how everything works. I do love open world driving games. I do love vehicle games in general. And this is fun and cute. And the general structure is definitely giving me some serious Disney Infinity vibes. But the dialogue and, like, the activities we're performing and the justification for these activities, really weird, right? Like, it's not just me, it's pretty surreal, and I don't know if it's, like, intentionally surreal. Is Nikki a no-gooder? Is Nikki a no-good doer? He seems like the sort. I guess we teleported Nikki back to home base or something. I'm not sure what happened there. So this is a relatively minor complaint, but the way the Big Bobby car moves across the ground, it glides a fair bit, and that's fine because... Oh, hold on, another collectible. And that's fine because, as I said, the handling needs to be a little bit more lenient for the target demographic, the very young target demographic. We got 3 of those. Looks like a window pane or something. I wonder if there's anything, like, we're meant to do next, or if we're just allowed to go around and do whatever. Like, what was that? I don't know what that was. Remember, kids, mailboxes and fences are popular targets. Ooh, is this a race? No, it's another collectible. There is certainly no shortage of those. By the way, I have the answers to what the wheel is for. It turns atop our head. I thought it turned. I might be wrong. No, it turns, yeah. Just in a very strange way. But yeah, there's absolutely no shortage of collectibles in this game. By a lot of people's standards, this world might not seem particularly large, but it's large to me. Like, you see how much of it there is, right? And I'm... Oh, I thought that was like a ravine or something I was jumping over. And I am genuinely questioning whether they'll be able to use all of this space in an effective way. Because so far it's fine. But the last thing, just because of the sheer amount of collectibles, but the last thing you'd want is for your game world to feel empty. That's a serious issue a lot of games struggle with. Okay, that you cannot get up this mountain. I'm trying to... I know this developer made other licensed games. I'm trying to recall what they are. I think they might have made the video game adaptation of Bayala, which is a toy line. I think that might have been where I heard of this dev first. Bayala is a pretty good licensed game. but pretty good in terms of design, not necessarily in presentation. Hello.
Those are pretty good wheels you've got there, and I know what I'm talking about. I'm Charlie, the town mechanic.
All right, Charlie.
I'm sure I've got parts like that here somewhere. Trouble is, I can't find the key to the garage.
I don't want to immediately cast suspicion on Nikki, but I think it was Nikki.
If you can find the key, you're welcome to share my garage.
I feel like Nikki must have stolen your key. Like, maybe that's wrong. Maybe it's too soon after I met him. But he's out here stealing balloons. Telling me to smash stuff. Oh my god, we can do the horn. That's beautiful. Telling me to smash fences and mailboxes and generally destroy things. Are we going to play soccer? I really hope we're going to play soccer. I mean football. There's always some shiny thing in the distance to draw your attention so far, but like eventually... Oop, the drifting is really good, like so good that you drift way before I expect you to. I'm used to there being a delay because games have more realistic car handling, but it's instant in this one. But like there's always something shiny to grab in the distance, but I wonder how long the game could possibly keep that up. Because there's another balloon. Because it really seems like a situation where I'm going to run out of these collectibles super fast, especially because I'm deliberately chasing them down. Music is still super bubbly. Really does feel like one of those Saturday morning cartoons. Well, this doesn't appear to do anything besides be a fun interactable object. I'm very hesitant to drive into any cars now. I don't know if I'm killing people doing that.
You'll find my old hat in the garage. It's yours as a reward for finding my key. Drive over to the garage straight away and have a look at it.
It's a bit demanding. What if I don't feel like wearing a hat right now? Like, what if I'm just not in the mood for a hat? But I do legitimately want to see what customizing is like. All right, color. Got any purple? Got a dark blue. I guess I'll take that. Steering wheel. Ooh. We got normal or try hard. What sort of colors do we have? Sure, what will match? Obviously, I want the horse horn sound. Candy cane tires. The bigger tires, the better, I think. Let's do white. White contrasts really well. It's like the same color as our eyes. This is... Oh. Wow. Yes, please. I want the unicorn sticker. Thank you. I don't know if it could get any better than this. Like, I'm not sure. Oh, can I not put the sticker on? Oh, oops. Oh, the sticker's not unlocked yet. What, did I put it on even though it wasn't unlocked yet? I'm so confused. Hold on. I don't actually know what's happening. Okay, no, it is unlocked, and I have put it on. Okay. The UI just baffled me for a moment there. I don't want to put a hat on because it'll cover up the unicorn on my head, so let's not do that. Yes, a shield seat is optimal. You just got all the best stuff. I can have unicorns and a shield, and I get a horse horn. Like, I'm a knight, and I have a unicorn on me, and my horn is a horse. These are the best customization features. Like, I love the knight aesthetic. I love unicorns. I love pretending to be a horse. I mean, I love being a horse. Don't tell anyone I said that. Speak to me.
You know what? You could take part in the big race that's starting soon.
You don't say.
But first, I'll have to check if all of your parts are up to scratch for such a fast race. Drive as fast as you can through the hills behind my garage.
Sure, like an actual race. I'm down for that. When we came here, we were a simple, ordinary car, but now we are a defender of the people, and particularly a defender of unicorns. Unicorns in particular. That's why we have a unicorn on our forehead. It's because we're defending unicorns real well. This track actually isn't bad. Like, it is wide and relatively simple, but the corners in particular are kind of tight for this target demographic. And using the drift feels nice. Time limit's not even too lenient. It's actually pretty decent time limit. Oh, races have been opened up? What? Oh, I have to... Wait, hold on. I'm so confused. Is this just a repeat of the race we just did, but in 3 tiers? Like, do I have to restart each time to do the next tier? Is that how it works? I'm not quite sure. To be fair, I'm sure there is someone that would have explained this to me if I were more patient. I brought it up before, but the car really does just kind of glide across the ground, and its animation is a bit jittery. Like, look at it. I understand it was made on a pretty limited budget, of course. So can I do the silver and gold now, or... Like, I'm not sure how it works. Yeah, okay. I'm actually not a big fan that you have to individually do the bronze, silver, and gold times, because I feel like most racing games just let you compete for the gold time right away. I don't feel like you have to build up to that. Like, if I can make it in the gold time, then I can make it in the gold time. Why do I need to explicitly select that I'm aiming for the gold time? It just doesn't make any sense to me. That's not really how competitions or races or time trials work. But, like I said, it's not like this is bad. I do think that having to individually select each leg, the bronze, silver, and gold, is definitely padding. It might be possible to actually upgrade the car beyond their simple aesthetics as well. Like, I'm not sure, like, maybe you can get a boost or something. Yeah, honestly, the gold times are pretty fair, especially for a children's game. Like, I've played plenty of children's games where the gold or S rank times are just way too lenient. But I feel like this game has a much more reasonable expectation of what children can handle and how to reasonably challenge children without overdoing it. Because, you know, I revisit the media I consumed as a child a lot. And it really wasn't afraid to ask kids to, like, think genuinely and be challenged by the mechanics and gameplay. So I think it's okay to ask that of modern audiences as well. That hoop is really... Oh, it's like a platforming section. I hope I'm not stuck. I do wonder if the platforming is going to ever be used in races. Hold on, maybe I can just climb up these right here. Barely didn't make it. But yeah, this is what I mean. Like, you have to, like, genuinely understand the car's positioning and maneuver just so. And I feel like that's perfectly reasonable to ask. Let's see if I can find... There's the town. There's another toolbox over there. I am very interested in competing in a race with other cars just to see what that's like. Because I feel like that that would greatly change the dynamic. I do want to check out the other available paints when we find them, because maybe ideally there's a purple one. And if there's a purple one and I can be purple and then have this blue shield, that would be optimal. Purple with a blue shield and with a unicorn would be pretty ideal. I almost deliberately ran into that person just to see them go flying. I think Big Bobby Car is doing negative things to my psychological state. But it is a fun game, though. Let's see, is there anyone I can talk to? It's probably the case that I can just open the map and actually check who's available to talk with. So let's do that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it appears that the first person we talk to over here, we can talk to them. Doesn't seem like anyone else has anything for us to do, though. But we can go into the forest. I wonder what determines when the giant arrow does and does not appear. Oh, almost missed another customizable bit. Hopefully one of those two colors we got was purple. Yeah, as I was saying, I wonder what determines when the big helpful arrow does and does not appear. Because I'm not complaining that it's gone. But usually that thing is everywhere in games. Usually you can't get anywhere without it. Well, I mean, no, like, you can get places without it. What I'm saying is that the games assume you can't get anywhere without the big helpful arrow. See another hoop up there. We're going to trail this path and see if we can figure out where to get up to nab the hoop. Maybe I can just jump? Okay, yeah. I feel like we've got to be pretty near collecting all the hoops at this point. Because while they've been the most enjoyable collectibles so far. Okay, yeah, we got about half. There's not a whole lot of them. Alright, just still left up here. Oh, a flag. I do really, really like the collectibles that actually encourage you to move around the environment. Like, that's fun. There's a lot of ways to encourage exploration, you know, a sort of intimacy with the environment around you. And one of the easiest ones is just having the player ask, how do I get there, you know?
Oh, hey!
Hello.
I wouldn't have given you a snowball's chance in hell, but now I think you're good enough to hold your own in the big race.
Wow.
Watching you burn up the roads around here, you might even beat Alex.
Who's Alex?
Of course, a real race driver needs a turbo boost. Good thing I hung on to my old one. Here, try it out.
Is that so? A real race driver needs a turbo boost, you say? I'm not sure if that's accurate. It will make getting around the open world a lot easier, I imagine. But I do think most racers go without a turbo boost. This game's giving me real, not just Disney Infinity vibes, but specifically the Disney Infinity Cars playset vibes. The Disney Infinity Cars playset was very similar to Cars Mater National. I do feel like the game could do us a solid and put us back where we were. Like, I don't think that would be too much to ask. Like, it just drops us off where the end of the race was, and we don't get any fanfare besides the loop-de-loop. Like, it would be cool if the character told us good job or something, you know? But we just do a backflip. Yeah, this certainly is making the traversal around the open world a lot easier. Here's the races. I'm not looking... Oh, there's a balloon. I'm not looking forward to having to do them 3 times. It's not like the races aren't enjoyable. And aside from the strange, wanton violence and bizarre character behaviors... Oh, this isn't even a race. What is this? Is this another mission where we're catching criminals? I have to assume so. That's what it appears to be. I can recognize patterns. But, like, aside from the really surreal character dialogue and the strange overfocus on violence, this seems like a pretty good children's game. Like, it's well polished given its low budget. It's colorful. There's full voice acting. There's a lot to do in the environment as far as exploring is concerned. Like, children would spend hours in this place just learning about the mechanics and finding all the doodads and be genuinely, I think, at least a couple times intellectually stimulated by the pathfinding. I feel like you could do a lot worse. Even if the writing does leave a lot to be desired. So I love driving games, but specifically the Driver series of driving games, which is you play as this undercover cop and chase down cars, and it's basically like playing an old action movie. And there's a variety of different game types because of that. And one of them is basically this, but I was not expecting to get this today in Big Bobby Racing, Big Bobby Adventure. It really does feel like playing an open world driving game for kids, and that's cute. You know, there's nothing really objectionable about this. And you know, I'm exactly the kind of person who cares a great deal about going around and collecting all the colors for optimal customization, because I need purple. I don't have purple and I need it. So if I'm excited to find the color purple and slap it on my car, surely children will also be excited for that. I assume we've arrested that fellow, even though they're still driving. It says 2 out of 3. Are you stuck? Are you stuck? You seem to... Oh, we got him going now. Yeah, there he goes. He's blazing away. I guess we just need to give him a little boost. Just give him a little head start. I mean, it's no fun if we can't chase him down. Alright, now let's see about... Yeah, let's see about what... I don't know which character that is. Is that Nikki? Probably. Let's see about what they need. Hold on. Yeah, let's see about what they need, and then hopefully we'll get to experience some of that big race I've heard so much about from the game subtitle. Yeah, just trailed this. Trace is what I meant to say.
Hi! Haven't I seen you before somewhere? Who cares? I'm Alex. I'm the guy who wins the big race every year. I've finished this exercise here. Do you want to have a go? I'm well aware of how much my fans would love to be in my shoes. Or should I say tires?
See, the thing is that, like, that you have an awareness of the concept of shoes is itself a problem. You shouldn't even be aware of what shoes are. Sure, I'm down to jump through flaming hoops. Excuse me. There we go. I misunderstood. The goal is not, in fact, to jump through the flaming hoops. It is just to drive through the flaming hoops. Sure, playing with elevation a little bit. That's fine. I assume the big race is like going to be the big finale, given the way this has been presented so far. I don't know if there's going to be many races where... Hi, Alex. I don't know if there's going to be many races where we're, like, legitimately racing other people. Or cars, I should say. See, it's fine for me to say or cars, I should say, because I'm not a car. As we have established, I am definitely a real horse, which is not a car. The symbol for the collect mini games is a backpack for some reason. I don't know what that's about. So unlike the time trials, it appears that the collect missions change in a meaningful way, in the sense that the hoops are placed like entirely differently each time. Some of them actually require jumping now, like this one. And there's like, that's fine. You know, I can understand there being a difficulty select for this, because the movements you have to perform are so drastically different. The goal isn't just do this thing anymore. Alright, so let's see. I'm gonna head back to the garage to see what Bill wants. And then after that, after we see what Bill wants, I think that's good for now. We've done it. We've done it, ladies, gentlemen, and other non-binary friends. We've done it. We are now purple. Can we make the steering wheel purple? No, but we can make it light blue, which is my second favorite color. This is just turning out to be a good day all around. But the tires... Purple's probably best for the tires. The unicorn sticker is staying. And there's a blue shield. Yeah, this turned out as well as it could have, I think. We look gorgeous as far as I'm concerned. Now let's see what Bill wants, and then I think that's going to be about it. All right, Bill, what do you want? Your last stop.
The first qualifying race is about to begin. You have to get through 3 qualifying rounds to get into the field for the big race. But first, you'll have to do me a favor. Pick up a few cones from the track. They're in the way. It'll give you a chance to have a good look at the track. That's good practice for you.
That's perfectly sensible, Bill. That's one of the most sensible things we've heard since we've arrived here. So it looks like this isn't picking up. I don't think anyone knows what picking something up means. But yeah, so this is the last activity we're doing, it seems like. And you know, in general, honestly, this game's pretty well made for its target demographic. Aside again from the surreal character behaviors and like focus on destruction, which to be fair, a lot of children's games have an over focus on destruction. It really does seem pretty well made for its demographic. And a lot of modern open world video games for adults are a lot less engaging and stimulating than this. But anyway, I think that's enough of Big Bobby Car, the big race. I appear to have been stuck myself. But yeah, sure, it's pretty good. It's pretty good for what it is.